It is Friday, so it's time for Ask the Attorney with Phil Harding here. He's going to join us with some what you call crazy attorney math.
Crazy attorney
I can't wait
math.
to dig into this.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
I wasn't a great math student in the first place, so now I got to really keep up.
You don't have to be.
Okay, good.
Yeah. We're going to be talking what's known as a policy limit demand. And first of all, let's go with the most basics. When you're in an accident, the other side has insurance limits, right? It could be 25,000, could be 25 bazillion, doesn't matter. Here in Colorado, in a car accident, the other side, or you're supposed to carry at least 25,000 per person if you injure someone.
So then the most that the other side's insurance is going to pay is up to that limit then, right?
Right, but you would think maybe more.
Really? You can get more?
You can get more, and this is what I'm going to describe. It's called a policy limit demand, and I got to tell you, most attorneys don't know that. So if an insurance company, and say the insurance company of the person that injured you, takes risk with their insured's money, they are liable for their decisions. And here's an example. So let's say the defendant's insurance company, the only thing that they have on the other side is 25,000.
Right.
Let's say your medical bills alone are 20,000. So you would think, man, that is a no-brainer for the insurance company. They should give you the full policy limits.
Right.
But what if you go to them and you say, hey, tell you what, this is only a month after the accident, and generally you don't settle until you're done treating. But if you have 20,000 in medical bills, you go to the other side's insurance company and say, give me the 25,000. If they say, you know what, go fly a kite because, hey, we think you're exaggerating your injuries, or maybe you're partially at fault, it was a four-way stop, you know, just choose the flavor of the day of the defense that insurance companies pull out. But if they say go fly a kite and then you go take them to trial, let's look at the next graphic that says, all right, so let's say you go to trial, you get a $75,000 verdict. Remember, the insurance on the other side, the only thing that they have, so now they come and go, all right, you won, here's $25,000. Hey, sorry, guy that we insured that ran into you, you have to pay $50,000.
But what I'm not understanding is if the limit is 25,000,
yep.
How do you get the extra?
Perfect. So we're going to get into that.
Okay.
All right. So again, the insurance company, let's say you go and you get a verdict of 75,000 and they give you the 25,000 and they're like, hey, sorry, defendant, you have to pay $50,000. That's not fair because the insurance company took a risk with their insured's money. So if they would have settled, the insurance company would have settled at the beginning, the person that ran into you would only have to pay their deductible of $500. Now, because the insurance company made a wrong decision, the defendant has to pay $50,000. So that person has a lawsuit against his insurance company for totally messing up this case, because now he owes $50,000 instead of $500. So you go to that defendant and you say, give me your claim, assign me your claim. It's a bad faith claim against the insurance company. The insurance company has to pay the full $75,000.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
That's great math. Love that. Okay, so now let's flip it to the other side. Say, okay, so the insurance, they're going to pay me $25,000, but I have medical bills added up to $20,000. Does that mean I then have to pay, you know, the health insurance back that $20,000, and then I'm only left with $5,000?
Yeah, it sounds like you don't have any money left.
Right.
But a good attorney can reduce or totally get rid of those medical bills if it's paid for by health insurance, Medicaid, or Medicare. There's Colorado's Make Whole law, and what it says is if you get the full policy limits, right, you go to them and you say, give me the full $25,000. Colorado's Make Whole law says you don't have to pay back your health insurance because you were not made whole. I mean, it's a very difficult law, so talk to an attorney about it. But it's so important to know that there are these laws, the Make Whole law. If you are not made whole because of some compensation, you don't have to pay back to your health insurance.
That is great. And really quickly, you've taught us this before. It's sort of like stacking insurance policies. So you don't always have to count on just one insurance policy. You can look and see if there's other insurance coverage, right?
Right. So you automatically have on your car insurance something that's known as uninsured, underinsured. So unless you signed a waiver, you have that on your car and you have at least 25,000. But the other thing that I want you to look at, if someone is borrowing someone else's car, there may be two levels of insurance, the owner of the car and then the driver of the car. Also, your uninsured, underinsured may be able to stack on top of that. Talk to an attorney. There are so many different levels of insurance on ways that you don't have to pay back subrogation to health insurance, or how you set it up with that with the policy limit demand. where you can get so much more. It's there's a
awesome.
lot of laws out there to help people.
I like your math, Phil. That's good.
Well,
That's
good. I'm
stuff.
glad
Thank
you do.
Appreciate it. And if you have any questions for our legal expert, go to kdvr.com. Click on Colorado's Best. You're going to see Phil Harding's photo on the right. Just click on it and you can send him your questions. He'll take the time to answer them each personally and confidentially. And to reach Harding and Associates directly, here's his number, 303-762-9500. You can get a free consultation anytime, and you can find him online at hlaw.org.